I have been thinking to myself, why is it that invading armies destroy statues and monuments? And why do hostile people burn flags? We all understand that these things have deep meaning, and I thought that I would clarify things for myself, and maybe to you. The flag is the easiest one to explain. A flag represents a nation, so hostility to the flag is hostility to the nation. Every person, every aspect of culture, every achievement. The flag represents them all, so burning it is a statement of desire to destroy not just a piece of cloth, but the culture and people that it represents. Therefore, when we see our flag burning, we feel personally attacked because it is a personal attack. A monument or a statue is similar but a little less obvious than a flag. A flag represents the whole people and culture, but a statue typically represents a man long dead. How does it represent us personally? The statue represents a man, or rather some achievement of his. His achievement affected his society in some way. Without that achievement, the present population and culture would be different. To attack the statue is to attack the achievement and its consequences. The modern world as it exists now, and the people who do or do not inhabit it, are the consequences. The culture as it now stands is a consequence, the culture on which you rely for your success. The statue is tied directly to you. It is tied directly to you in other ways. The achievement is the product of the man, but the man was the product of his society and culture. The statue itself is the product of the society and culture that erected it. An attack on the statue is an attack on the people and culture that produced the man in whose honor the statue is, and the people and culture that erected the statue. Those people and that culture produced your people and culture today. An attack on them in the past is an attack on them today, and you are one of them. All of a sudden, a statue can represent a whole people and culture, just like a flag. Monuments follow the same logic as statues. We can explore this idea further for the case of old buildings and artifacts. Buildings and artifacts do not represent anything by design, like a monument or a statue does, but after a certain length of time they come to represent society and culture, just like a monument or statue does. For example, a castle might be unremarkable in its day, but after 500 years, what does the castle represent? It represents the people and culture who were able to build it. Building it was an achievement, and the castle is almost like a statue in honor of its builders. When the next generation of people kept the castle standing, that was their achievement, so now the castle represents that too, and them too. With each generation, the castle becomes a monument to more and more people, their culture and their achievements. Among their achievements are the people and culture of today. Therefore, to attack the castle or any similar old building is just like an attack on a statue. But what if the castle just collapses? I think of the horror that gripped people at the thought of losing Notre Dame. When an old building is lost through accident or negligence, then it shocks us, because it shows that there was something lacking about us and our culture today. We could not preserve the building like previous generations did. We must lack something that all those previous generations had. The people and culture today are somehow weaker and more vulnerable than previous generations. In what other respects are they weak and vulnerable? Suddenly they do not feel as safe as before. It is not a nice sensation. These are my thoughts on my flag, statues, etc. matter. These things represent the whole people and culture, directly or indirectly. When they are attacked, we feel attacked, because we are attacked.